Okay, so I've been thinking about making this video for a while, and after watching the games last night, specifically the Celtics game and the Warriors game, something has to be done about these NBA refs. On my iPad here, I have a few notes that I took about the NBA refs and just my feelings on it, because I see a lot of people talking about how the reffing in the NBA seems to be the worst in professional sports right now. I don't necessarily know why, because I feel like a couple years ago it wasn't this bad, but something's going on where it's just it's slowing the game down a lot, and two, it's making the players get really frustrated because they're not really even. It seems like they're not getting like an explanation as to why they got the foul on them. So the first thing I have is that there's just too many missed calls, and then I'm gonna get into the missed calls and what that leads to. So I see a lot of players clearly get hit like on the arm when going up for a layup or whatever the case may be. And it's like I said, it's pretty clear, it's pretty obvious, and the refs just seem to completely ignore it and not pay any attention to that happen. And they're just so focused on if the ball went into the basket. The next thing I have is that this is the thing that drives me the most crazy and I hate the most when it comes to how basketball in the NBA is being officiated right now. So there was a specific play. I think it was Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown went up for a layup. This call, it's funny because this call probably shouldn't have been called, but they did call it. But the only reason that they called it was a foul is because Jaylen Brown missed the layup. He got hit. He goes up. He gets hit. He tries to lay the ball up. It hits the backboard, hits the rim one or two times, goes out. As whoever it was goes up and grabs the rebound off the miss, they blow the whistle for the foul. That doesn't make sense. If it was a foul, it was a foul. It's not a foul just because he missed. And it's really driving me crazy. And I saw that a lot throughout the playoffs this past season. I haven't seen it as much this year, but it is something that needs to be addressed because it doesn't make sense. A foul is a foul regardless if the ball went into the hoop or it did not. The next thing I think is probably the biggest topic is the technical fouls. Why are some of these technical fouls? You saw a couple nights ago, Jason Tatum fouled someone. He was frustrated with himself because it was a stupid foul. He claps his hands together one time. Not multiple, one singular time. The ref took exception to this. Technical foul. Okay. Trae Young got a similar foul that same night. He got a foul called on him. It was a foul, whatever. He was frustrated. I don't believe he said anything to the ref. Nothing. Technical foul. The worst part about these technical fouls is that earlier in the season, Jason Tatum got another technical foul. Whatever. They shoot the free throw. I think the Celtics went on to lose that game, actually. I think it was against the Cavaliers. They took away the technical foul after the game. Or no. Sorry. No. They reviewed the foul. Joe Mazzulla, he challenged the call because he didn't think it was a foul. Challenged it. They go to the scores table, look at the replay, blah, 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 blah. They come back. They're like, yep, we were wrong. It's no foul. But here's the kicker. Jason Tatum keeps that technical foul. The only reason he got that technical foul was because you made a bad call, and he knew it. So my point is that this is not... The refs are so quick to give out a technical foul, I think because they don't want to seem like they're letting the players walk all over them, which is so avoidable by just having good dialect and communicating with the player and be like, hey, this is what I saw and this is why I called it a foul. But this goes both ways too. The players do need to talk to the refs in a respectful way. Because sometimes I see the way that... I keep going back to the Celtics because I watch a lot of Celtics games. But Grant Williams, sometimes the way he talks to the ref, I'm like, yeah, that was deserving of a technical. Same thing with like Draymond. I'm like, yeah, that's probably deserving of a technical foul. But refs need to understand that, especially with the superstars can't be racking up these type of technical fouls. It's going to drive viewership down. And I know Refs are supposed to ref the game and not worry about anything else. But that is something that needs to be taken into account, I believe. The next thing, it kind of goes with, it goes back to the missed calls. It's okay to miss a call. It is perfectly fine. But it's not okay to miss this many. It's getting to the point where I don't know what a foul in the NBA is anymore. Like I can't say that was definitively a foul because it differs from every ref. There's different refs that call different things, which is understandable. That's human nature. It's human error, whatever. But there has to be some sort of foundation that, like, no matter what, this is a foul. You know what I mean? Yeah. But last thing is just making a call when there isn't a call to be made. Sometimes they call a foul when it's not necessary at all. I think a lot of times this happens on, like last night, they made a foul call on Klay Thompson when Devin Booker went up for a mid-range jump shot. Klay Thompson didn't make any contact with him at all. And they called a foul. And here's the problem. You only get one challenge. So it was early in the game. Kerr is not going to use that challenge now. But it's still a bad call. So there needs to be some sort of way to fix that. I don't have the answers. I'm not smart enough to know that. But this was just a rant on how bad the NBA reffing has been recently. And I see a lot of people talking about it. And I hope that we can come to some sort of solution that fixes this problem, because it is, I won't lie, it is making games a little bit harder to watch. I'm still going to watch. I love the game of basketball no matter what, but it's slowing the game down. And people want to see this fast-paced basketball. That's why people like basketball more now than they have in the past. It's fast. It's moving. You have these players jumping insanely high. So let's keep that going. But hey, thanks for watching, everybody. My social medias are Instagram, it's Coach Kyle 585. Twitter is Coach Kyle 585. Follow me there for more, you might think bad takes, but, I really appreciate you watching this video, and thank you.